Story time. This person needs relationship advice. And one thing I love more than anything else is Nigerian comment section. I want to see what this comment section is going to be like. So let's get into the story. Got married 2 years ago. I work as an accountant in a secondary school. 2 months after we got married, my husband collected my ATM card. My salary is 110,000 naira. Whenever my salary comes, my husband withdraws the whole salary, takes 70,000 naira from it, and gives me the rest. He will still insist I use the money. 110,000 minus 70,000 naira is 40,000. Okay, so she has 40,000 naira balance. He will still insist I use the money to buy things for the house and also for transportation to and from work. After 3 months, I asked him what he does with my money. He will tell me he adds it to his business, is into tailoring materials. I complained to my mom and she told me not to worry because he is my husband. I mean, the husband is the head. Some months later, I told him I needed to change my wardrobe and get some new shoes for work that I would need all the money for that month. He called me a stupid woman, that I should manage the ones I have. When I refused, he beat me with his belt. As per you be baby. Okay. I told my employer everything. Then she told me to open another account, that my salary will be divided into two. 60K in my old account and 50K in my new account. She said I should tell my husband that the school is downsizing and they are retaining me with the condition that my salary will be reduced to 50K. When I told him, he didn't even bother. When my next salary came, he collected 40K and gave me 20K. I need to understand this man's sharing formula. I was angry and asked him how he expects me to go to work. Then I also questioned what his own money is used for, because I mean, he also earns money, right? He beat me badly and kicked my stomach. I miscarried the baby I was carrying. After I was discharged, he told me that if I ever question his authority again, he will disfigure me. This is someone I dated for 1 year, 7 months with no form of violence. This is for those that say, did you people not date? Did you not see the red flags? Well, she dated. Though our church does not support visiting our intended husband alone, so I didn't have the opportunity to study him the way I should. My mother had an accident and I wanted to send her money. I asked my husband that I would need extra 15K when my salary is paid. He told me that I won't give my mother anything because his mother needs a deep freezer for her fish business. I just didn't say anything. I sent some of the money I've been saving in the other account to my mother. A week later, his mom had an accident in a keke when she went to buy fish. Why is that sounding like karma? He told me to take loan from my office so he can add to the one he has to treat his mom. Also, you should take... We listen, we don't judge. I told him to use the one he has been saving from my salary and I won't do what he asked me. And he should remember what he told me when my mom had an accident. Amen. Then 2 months later, he returned my ATM card because my salary was no longer coming. I told him to hold it, that I won't collect it again. He went in to bring his belt to beat me. I used the curtain pipe on the floor of the sitting room to hit his neck. I don't support violence, but sometimes I think it can be necessary. He told everyone that I wanted to kill him. His people told me to apologize. I said over my dead body. On the next day, I got a car and packed my belongings and left him. I told the woman I worked as a nanny in the house after my secondary school that I told the woman I worked as a nanny in the house after my secondary school what I have been going through, and she promised to help. She sent me 450,000 naira to get an apartment, which I have done and moved in. My pastor said we should resolve the matter. For the first time in my life, I insulted my pastor and told him it shall not be well with him. I've apologized to my pastor, but I won't go back to that devil of a husband. Now, my mom says if I don't go back to my husband, that it will break her heart and she may die because my mom is diabetic and hypertensive. My father is late. How should I convince my mom to understand that I can't go back? Please, I need advice, please. She's emphasizing on the please. Please, I need advice. And I'm going to leave you guys to advise, but there was something in the comment section that was actually what drew my attention to the story. And the person said, oh, I know where they print Adio Mama t-shirts, just in case you want to buy. And I think that comment kind of summarizes what the response to this story should be. So if you know where they sell Adio Mama t-shirts, let us send it to this our sister. But on a lighter note, Nigerian comment sections are wild. Okay, that's the end of the story. What do you think? Should she go back? Should she follow her mother's advice and settle, or the pastor's advice and settle? I mean, I draw the line in physical violence, so over to you.